past midnight, but I want to do the recording anyways, just to keep it consistent and daily. I held a board game night today, and that's why it's kind of late. I spent, I'd say, around 5 hours with friends and just hosting the board game night, and it was a really fun time. I enjoyed it a lot. There was one friend that I met that was new, or there's a newer friend, and that friend brought someone that I just met today, and she was very friendly, and I was glad I could make a new friend, basically. And we played the usual, some code names. We played Coup, which is not as usual, a very fun deception game. And I got to see some friends from high school and elementary school as well as a new friend I made last year. So definitely a fun event for me, even though it was not as, I'd say, conventional as my other board game nights. I usually have it on a weekend instead and invite more people, but this one I wanted it to be a bit smaller, and also my newer friends could only make it on this day. So yeah, but that is what I did for the past 5 hours or so instead of doing this recording. But I still wanted to talk about the day, and it was a good day overall. We played piano, still improving, which is really great. We did our routine. Today was a better day than yesterday. I do think the sleep really helped. So I could do 13 pull-ups, 12. So the sets went like 13, 12, 13, 12. And that means I'm doing 50 pull-ups in 4 sets, which is something I've never been able to do before. Technically, I did it once before, like 2 or 3 days ago. I just didn't mention it. But doing it a second time is like good to really show that it can be done consistently. I just need to get good sleep. But I will say my calluses are hurting more on my hands, especially after I shower. So I gotta make sure I don't do pull-ups after I shower, because they were okay throughout the day until I just did them just now after I showered, and they hurt like crazy. So that is something I need to watch out for. Aside from the usual, we did, I guess, the adventure of the day, which we planned for to be trying to finish up the journal videos. I did finish the scripts and did voiceovers for them, but I ended up also getting a Fiverr job. A client requested a voiceover, and I spent some time doing it. I'd say around like 30 minutes to an hour. I'm glad I got it, since I think right now on Fiverr I'm a level 1 seller for voiceovers, and I'm about to become a level 2 seller. I just need to increase my response rate by like 2% or something, and increase the amount of revenue I've earned on Fiverr by just like $100, and this order is $175. So I will be able to finally become a level 2 seller on Fiverr, and I'll probably make some sort of guide on that eventually in the future. But that was a very good order, I'd say. It was definitely an interesting topic, about microaggressions or something. Stuff that I don't necessarily know too much about, but yeah, sometimes I question the things I voice over. It's like, this is my voice saying these things, but like, how much of this do I actually believe? I mean, I guess that's like part of the acting in the voiceover, is just like, saying it in a convincing way and not really necessarily believing it. That's like acting, right? So I guess, they're paying me. This is a job, and it's nothing like terrible. It's just stuff I don't really necessarily feel too strongly for, I suppose, because I'm not part of that space. Either way, I still give it my best, and I thought this one was a fun one to do. But it was definitely on the longer side. It ended up being like 6 to 7 minutes of a recording. And usually voiceovers, I have to do multiple takes to get the right feel and right delivery exactly the way I want it to. Same with the journal voiceovers as well. I still have a lot of practice to do before I can do one takes. But that was fun, I'd say. I really do enjoy the whole voiceover and voice acting aspect of things. I really feel like that could be an avenue for me. I just gotta try to explore it some more. But that's basically all I did regarding the adventure of the day. It wasn't that much time. I didn't spend that much time on it because I kind of woke up a little later, and I took kind of a big nap in between the day. So I did run as well today. I'm glad it was cloudy in the morning. But yeah, overall, it was a very full day, and I managed to get a good amount done while also socializing a good amount and building some new bonds and everything. So I'm glad about that. Everything is going well overall. Still feel I can do better with things. Yeah. But I think I'll excuse myself for that today because, it's good to hang out and see friends that I haven't talked to in a while and also build bonds with new friends. I know before I kind of let that overtake a lot of the things I did, but these days I don't get it as much, so it's okay. Like, I think twice a week is fine, but I am hanging out with friends again tomorrow since it's a Saturday, and I gotta be careful because another set of friends wanted to hang out too, so I have to be careful not to let that take too much of my time and energy. But I should at least stop by to see the other friend just for a little bit and then go my way back home to get stuff done because I got to keep up this momentum. I can't let it die after just like a week because the whole clarity thing, it happened since last Saturday, which it hasn't been a full week yet. So I got to be careful at this stage until I reach like 30 days and I know for sure like days like this and days like tomorrow won't interrupt me. Until I can prove that to myself, I have to be vigilant and careful. Like I don't want to be like that forever. I want to know and understand my limits at this current moment. And once I do have that understanding, I can be a bit more like relaxed on like what I know I can and cannot do. But for the time being, I know the pattern is if I hang out with friends too much in a row consecutively, I end up getting tired and wanting to do things that distract me. Even though I'm in the mindset of like, I will not do that at all, I still want to be mindful of that pattern. And I want to heed the past, respect like the knowledge that I have and not just expect myself to somehow defeat all that past habitual state that I know that I can get in. So yeah, gotta be careful. Yeah, I'm thinking a little bit into the future because I do know I also have Monday, which is like a film shoot day. That's gonna be kind of difficult because I have to arrive on set really early and it's kind of far from me. Yeah, it's all the way, pretty far, about an hour drive, and I gotta arrive at 6 a.m. So I gotta wake up super early, and it's gonna be like a full day of shooting that will probably end around, I don't know, maybe 6 p.m. Not entirely sure. They didn't say for sure. Hopefully not, because I really don't want to be out for that long. But either way, I know that day is gonna tire me out and I'm not gonna be able to do my usual routine. So that's why it's important that I don't go too hard on tomorrow and for Sunday that I should also rest up. Yeah, part of me is dreading that a little bit. I wish they were closer to normal hours. But yeah, Monday is going to be a day that I have to be very, very vigilant with and also somehow manage to pull off some miraculous stuff if I want to be consistent with my piano and exercise, because I don't think they're going to have a pull-up bar there. But I'll worry more about that on Sunday. For now, tomorrow's adventure will just be to catch up with some friends I have not caught up with in over 8 months now. So yeah, that's going to be fun. Not going to worry too much about project stuff tomorrow. And yeah, just focus on catching up with friends. And then Sunday, we'll get back into the project adventures. I'll also be posting this the next day because I don't have the energy to post whatsoever. It's already past midnight. So the days are just going to stagger a little bit again, which is fine.